Can you talk a little bit about what they do in the screen game and how that is part of that running game for the Cardinals?
I mean, they basically treat, in a lot of cases, they treat screen passes just like extended handoffs, to the outside. Because the main goal of a run game is just get a guy one-on-one in space. That's like the main goal of any run is like, hey, you get your running back 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, one-on-one with the DB, and you let him do the rest, and that's a successful run. If he beats that one guy, he's going a long way.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't beat that one guy, he's still probably getting 5 or 6 yards. That's a successful run. So they treat the screen game as, hey, we're just going to get Rondale Moore matched up in space on a safety. And if he can beat that one guy, it's a big gain. And if he doesn't, Rondale will still probably get his 5 or 6. It's the same thing as if, you're calling toss with Edmonds, or, you're calling duo with James Conner, where you get the right double teams, then you got a safety coming down to fill the alley, and it's like, hey, James, run over, like whatever you got to do. Same concept. And the poorly executed and poorly designed screen games across the NFL, where it seems like every time they call it, they get like a tackle for loss. That, I think, really comes down to either you have really bad blocking receivers, in which case you shouldn't be calling screens anyway, or you have a quarterback that doesn't understand like space and leverage enough to check out of a bad screen. Like that's the one thing I'll give Kyler a lot of credit for. Like, they'll have screens tagged in a lot of different concepts, and he will usually avoid the ones that just don't have the space to work. He'll either check out of the play entirely, or he'll just like work to the other side of the concept. If it's like an RPO with like a bubble tag on the backside, if he feels like, hey, we have a better chance of just getting 3 yards on this run than getting 3 yards on the screen, he'll just hand it off. Even if the box count isn't favorable, it's less likely that you're going to take that tackle for loss on the run than you are on the screen. So I think he's very good at knowing when to throw it and when not to throw the screen. And that's a big reason why their screen game is so successful, is because they don't do it unless they think it's going to work.